Hey, I'm sorry if I cut you all off guard out there. What a surprise. Well, I just came back. I just time traveled to the late 90s, and I actually just recently bought a Super Nintendo console. So, what I did when I time traveled, I did an experiment where I decided that, okay, I decided to maybe just actually do something fun with my Super Nintendo, and I bought 21 games because I thought, okay, put some of the greatest classics in the history of video games into just one small Super Nintendo console. And with this experiment that I was able to achieve, well, what do I get? I get this. See, whoever thought of a small Super Nintendo with 21 games built in it is something that I would achieve on doing. I'm just kidding about the whole experiment thing. I don't even know. I just decided to do that randomly. Well, anyway, guys. Well, welcome to the first unboxing video here in my channel. So I am your host, Triforce Atsuku Master 2000 here, and I am going to be unboxing the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Classic Edition. This will be the first unboxing video in my channel. So I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to get one of these. These are not easy to find, believe me. Lucky enough, my GameStop was able to get enough shipments today to get these because these are not easy to get, believe me. I tried to get this at launch day, and you don't want to hear. But I can finally say that I'm a proud owner of a Super Nintendo Classic, that I finally was able to get the chance to get one and avoid the whole scalper situation. Well, finally. I'm still against the whole scalper thing, but definitely finally got one. It's a real one in my hands, and I'm gonna unbox this thing for you guys. Sorry if I'm talking all weird. It's because I'm just so excited that I never thought I'd get to own one of these. Now, here's a quick fact about the Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was the first ever video game console that actually introduced me to the realm of video games. It wasn't the first console that I owned. The first console I owned was Nintendo 64, but this was the first console I remember playing. I can remember going to a Kmart years ago. I was like 3 years old, and I remember that the Kmart that I went to had a kiosk machine that had two Super Nintendos, and I remember the games that I played. The two games that I played were Super Mario World and The Legend of Zelda: The Link to the Past. So for me, this console has so much nostalgia for me because this was the first console to introduce me to video games and the first console to make me realize how much Nintendo means a lot to me. Of course, then later on, I would get to play the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, which by far we already know it's one of the greatest consoles of all time. Love the NES. Fortunately, I wasn't able to get an NES Classic because you guys know, but got myself this, and that's all. I'm proud to say that I'm able to own a Super Nintendo Classic. Never thought I would get to hold one in my hands, but believe me, if Nintendo said they were going to ship a lot of these throughout the year through 2018, they really meant it. And I know Nintendo's still trying hard enough to make these because I know the whole scalper thing is just getting crazy. Well, Reggie from Nintendo, of course, burned off all scalpers last month in an interview. He said you shouldn't binge on a SNES Classic for like a lot of money on eBay, and that you should wait until they get more stock and buy one for $80 because that's how much they retail. So it shows you how much Nintendo cares and why they're doing as much of these. I could see the same thing with Amiibos because when Amiibos first came out, um, you know, a lot of people were pissed off because scalpers were coming in, buying Amiibos, and reselling them online, and that happened with the NES Classic. But look now, we got a lot of these, shipped out, and could say that we could expect more of these. And the NES Classic is coming back on summer 2018, so I'm happy that they're going to restock the NES Classic and have enough of these for the holiday. So definitely something awesome. But enough of that. Let's get to the unboxing. Let's see. All right, so here is the box. And you can tell it is very, very detailed. And you can tell that right here, these are some of the games that are obviously classics and that are recommendations for anyone that, of course, grew up and loving the Super Nintendo like me. And these things are awesome too because there are new younger generation gamers that are getting to know the games that we ourselves grew up with, back in the day, and now they get to play all these amazing classics, and this is awesome, especially. So, of course, this game is filled with 21 games, and it comes with 2 controllers, which is an A plus for this because the NES Classic only came out with 1 controller, which is very disappointing. Yeah, I mean they did sell separate controllers recently for like $10, which wasn't a bad deal, but it faced the same issue as the NES Classic, so what more can you expect? But definitely it's home to classics like Super Mario World, Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero, Super Mario Kart, and my favorite, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and many more. And what you get with this is you get the never before released Star Fox 2. This will be the first time that I ever get to experience a canceled video game. I've never played a canceled video game before in my life. And this is special to me because now I get the chance to actually experience what a canceled game actually looks like and plays, which is really awesome. I mean, I know Star Fox 2's ROM has been released online for like a couple of times, so it wouldn't make any sense, but Nintendo re-releasing the game, it's an A+. Let's take a look at the back. All right. Here are all the games that are featured there. Close look. And we have games like Super Mario RPG, which is a game I can't wait to play again. I have not played Mario RPG in years. It's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games and RPG games. I don't have to say anything else but Link to the Past. So, and right here we have Star Fox, the first one, and Super Mario Kart, Yoshi's Island. I never was a big Yoshi's Island guy back in the day. I never really enjoyed the game. I know people are going to get pissed because I'm saying this, but it's true. I never had an honest opinion about Yoshi's Island. I'm meaning to go back and replay that game because I really never got into the game back in the day. Yeah. Kirby Stream Course, F-Zero, we've already talked about that. Earthbound. Here's a quick fact. Now the Japanese Super Nintendo Classic, which is obviously known as the Super Famicom Mini, does not include Earthbound. Does not. Well, obviously in Japan it's called Mother 2 because Earthbound is part of the Mother series. And obviously, Earthbound is not included in the Japanese Super Famicom Mini, which is surprising. I have no idea why. I have to find more information on that if there is, because that's really weird for them not to include it. And let's see what's this game. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Never was really into the Ghosts and Goblins series, but this game doesn't look that bad to try out. And over the top is Contra 3. I mean, I'm not gonna say much about this game because you already know how much I love it. I love that they have the artworks for the characters. I mean, I love that they have 2 Mario artworks from Super Mario World and Super Mario Kart. When we have the artwork of Link, this is not from A Link to the Past. This is from the This is from the Adventure of Link 2, Zelda 2. This is from Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Japanese cover for the Famicom Disk System. This is the image that was used for the Adventure of Link. So, yeah. And let's see. We have Super Metroid, another classic that I love. Kirby Superstar, which was one of the last games released for the the last first-party Super Nintendo game that was released. But definitely love Kirby Superstar. One of my favorite Kirby games. Let's see what we have here, too. We have Street Fighter 2. Super Punch-Out. Not a really big fan of Super Punch-Out. I love that it resembles the original arcade game, but was never really that big of a fan of it. And over here, we have Castlevania 4, Donkey Kong Country, obviously. Mega Man X, one of my favorite Mega Man games, is included in this, and I can't wait to play it again. Secret of Mana, To be honest, Secret of Mana has never been one of those games I've played on the Super Nintendo. It was the only RPG game that I've never played. I don't know, like I never got the chance to play the game. I mean, it's from Square Enix, so it wouldn't be that bad. And I love Square Enix, but I've never, well, when they were called Square, this was when they were called SquareSoft. That's what I meant to say. But still, I love Square Enix. Of course, in Japan, the game is known as Seiken Densetsu 2 because the Mana series is called Seiken Densetsu in Japan. I think the sequel to this was Legend of Mana for the PlayStation. Pretty sure about that. I have not played this game, but I really want to check it out. Only one disappointing thing that I hate about the game roster is that there is no Chrono Trigger. Like, what the hell? How can you not have an SNES Classic without Chrono Trigger? That's a shame and a ripoff because I love the hell out of Chrono Trigger. It is one of my favorite RPGs on the Super Nintendo. If you have never played it, you gotta play it. The game is phenomenal. It's one of the best RPG games. It's there with A Link to the Past. If you have not played Chrono Trigger, you need to check it out. And if you're a big fan of Dragon Ball, Dr. Slump, Cashman, Sandland, if you're a big fan of the Dragon Quest series, you know that the characters are drawn by Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball. I mean, obviously, you guys only know him for that, which is pretty sad, given the fact that he's done a lot of amazing manga over the years other than Dragon Ball. But enough talking about that. All right, let's get to unboxing this thing. And here's a couple of the little yes, what it's about. Not really here, but I just want to show you. Interesting. So we're gonna open it from this side because that's where you open it. And I guess you have to pull out. I think you have to pull it out from here. Let's see. Okay. There we go. So you have to pull it from this side because this is where everything is. The right side. This is basically a poster. I know that. And how do I know it's a poster? Because I've seen so many unboxings. So I know this is a poster relating to all the games that are included. So that shouldn't worry me. And I don't have plans to opening that at the moment. But we're only focusing on unboxing this thing. So let's get it on. Got your normal AC adapter. And we have one controller. We'll get to opening those in a bit. Another controller. It's a feature that I love about this thing is that this includes two controllers. And that's the reason why the system costs $79.99 other than the NES Classic. Let's see. HDMI, I mean, you obviously need that. That's the most important thing about the system. And I believe this thing does not come with the My Nintendo rewards. I think that's only for the Super Famicom one. And probably the PAL Super Nintendo. The difference between the American Super Nintendo Classic Edition and the Super Famicom one in Japan, the AC adapters are only sold separately, which is a big disappointing. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. You can use your phone charger's AC adapter and it'll work. But the reason they did that was to save money, obviously. Connection itself. All right, now let's get to taking a look at the controllers itself. All right. Wow. This is awesome. Here's a look at the controller. This still feels like an actual Super Nintendo controller. Man, I haven't played a Super Nintendo in years, but it's amazing to see how the controller still reminds me of a Super Nintendo controller. So the D-pad works fine. Buttons still work as fine as usual. L and R buttons still, they're still looking good. I mean, they're not functioning right now because the system is not plugged in, obviously. And here are the cords. They don't look usual to your ordinary Super Nintendo controller cords because they use the same controller cords as the Wii nunchucks, the Wii Classic controller, and the NES Classic controller. but definitely it still is a Super Nintendo controller, which I'm a huge fan of that. Definitely, this is awesome. I know there are going to be people that are going to get the uh, the European ones and the Japanese ones, and those are great in their details. And I love the Super Famicom one, especially because the Super Famicom's design, along with the PAL Super Nintendo, it's just to me a little more awesome. I don't hate the American design. I love the American design. I mean, the reason why people hate it is because it just didn't look like your traditional console. But the reason why this design was how it is because, when the Super Nintendo was made in the US, they had to market it as an edgier way for gamers because at the time, the Genesis was basically more of a gaming console that everyone was, like more interested in because it was more edgier than the NES. But when this thing came out, they needed to make it more edgier and not make it like a child's toy. So that's why. But let's get to unboxing this thing out. Da 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 da. There it is. It's really small, obviously. And it really fits on the palm of my hand. My hand is big. It's a big hand, so I could carry this thing with me anywhere I wanted to. So yeah, it obviously, of course, looks like an original Super Nintendo. What more can you expect? Let's see what the back says. In the back, it says Super NES controller deck. Nice. In the back, there's the AC plug-in and the HDMI plug-in too. All right, let's look at the console itself. It has a very nice detail. I really love how it looks. And the best thing about it is that they don't package it the way they used to package the original Super Nintendos. Because I know that the original Super Nintendos used to come out with yellow stains, and I kind of hated that back then. At least the SNES Mini doesn't have to suffer the same problem as the original Super Nintendo did back in the day. But this is awesome. So you got your power button, your reset button, and your eject button. It won't function, obviously. All right. Well, here is the cartridge slot. Let's see if I can open it. It won't open either. Well, hold on a minute. All right, this is not a Super Nintendo game because I don't have an actual Super Nintendo. This is an N64 game, and this is Super Mario 64. This is obviously regarded as one of the greatest games of all time, and my favorite Mario game. So we're gonna try to put in a cartridge. It can't, obviously. But look at the size of this thing. It's like they're almost, well, not almost the same size, but it's like they fit in one piece. Look, it stands out as a great display for an N64 cartridge. I mean, I am obviously planning to get an actual Super Nintendo later on because I am focusing on creating a Nintendo collection. Obviously, I've been trying to expand a Nintendo collection for years. But yeah, this is the SNES Mini, and the Nintendo logo is embroidered right there as always, usual. Now, in order to find out if this actually plays with superpower, the only way to do that is to plug it in and fire this bad boy up. And now, let's play with superpower. One thing that I almost forgot was to test out the controller. The most important thing was to test out this controller, so the only way to do that is to plug it in. It won't plug in. Well, why is that? Well, we need to look into the console, and I can see that there's something in the bottom right here. If you could see that, we gotta pull these tabs, and voila, the USB. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard to pull these things down. The USB ports are right here. Now, let's play with superpower. All right, well, let's boot this thing up. hold on, but before that, let's check the volume. Kind of want that a little higher. Not a lot high, but yeah. Put it on. And there should be the LED light. You can't see it though, but look. There's the LED light there. Alright, so we're greeted with this menu. So obviously we want it in English. There you go. And the best thing about this menu is the theme song. The theme song is the best thing that they come up with. This is like the best theme for it. And it's like, it fits to know how the 16-bit era for Nintendo was really all about. Like, it just fits it, you know? Same thing with the NES Classic menu. Like, if you wanted an arcade cabinet filled with Super Nintendo games, this is your theme. Same with the NES Classic. Alright, so let's go with the games. So, we started off with Donkey Kong Country, obviously. Alright, so let's check the games first. So, of course, we have Donkey Kong Country, the infamous Earthbound, Mother 2, F-Zero, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby Superstar, Kirby Stream Course, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox, and if I forgot to tell you, Star Fox 2 is an unlockable game. In order to unlock Star Fox 2, you must have beaten the first mission of Star Fox, which is Corneria, obviously. Just beat that, and then you can unlock the game, which is obviously an easy way. There's Street Fighter 2, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart. Who doesn't love this game? Come on. My favorite RPG, along with A Link to the Past and Chrono Trigger. This is the best RPG you need to play for the Super Nintendo if you haven't played it. Obviously, one of the first games that I played, Super Mario World, definitely a classic. Love the game. Super Metroid, love 2D Metroid games, especially Super Metroid. It's a classic. Super Punch-Out, didn't care for it back then, but wouldn't mind playing it on this. Alright, and here's The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past. No words need to be said. It's my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time, and I love the Legend of Zelda series, obviously. And here is one of the games I never got into back then, Yoshi's Island. And last but not least, Contra 3, The Alien Wars. I'm surprised that they included Super C, the sequel to Contra, in the NES Classic. So I was like, why didn't they include the first game? But the first game is more iconic, obviously, but that's alright. Alright, so let's check what we have here. So we have display. Now, obviously, you guys can play the games on a 4:3 scale. You can play it on Pixel Perfect. Or you could also play it like a CRT filter, like an original, you know, the original way to play Super Nintendo games, obviously, which is awesome. And then you can edit your frames. I don't have intentions on doing that right now, but obviously it's filled with a bunch of frames. I guess I'll do one for you. I'll do the green one, obviously, because I think this one looks interesting. All right, do that one. And it kind of looks like a 16-bit, you know, engine. All right, so let's go back. Options, obviously. All right, language. Lego notices off for the games, obviously. The manuals. In order to use the manuals, you need to download them on Nintendo's website, and you use I think it's a code or something, or you show like I don't know what you do, but basically I think you show this code, and then you can view the manuals for the games there. So, all right. So it's a bit of a game. So why not start one that introduced me to the world of video games, which is this game, obviously. Let's boot this game up. And nice. There's the blue filter. There you go. Now, here's a funny joke recently, what I've heard. So, the developers for Super Mario World and the director of Super Mario World, Takashi Tezuka, who's been a producer of the Super Mario games for many years, he's also the co-creator of The Legend of Zelda. He recently stated in an interview when they were promoting the SNES Classic that originally Mario actually punches Yoshi when he's sticking out his tongue. So if you pay attention to when Mario's actually like on Yoshi, and then when he hits his hand on him, he's actually punching him. So just try to look, because he actually punches him there. See? The no surprise. It just makes me feel sad for Yoshi nowadays since I played this game because I'm like, I don't know what the hell to say. All right, well, let's boot up the game. And of course, we got no ideas. And this is obviously a two-player. Second player can obviously use Luigi, which is obviously awesome. Let's boot the game up. All right. Welcome. This is Dinosaur Land. In this strange land, we find that Princess Toadstool, Princess Peach, is missing again. Looks like Bowser is at it again. Obviously, why not? Okay, let's do the first mission. All right. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's do the first mission. All right, let's test this baby out. Okay. Oh. All right. There you go. There you go. Oh, Yoshi coming. Oh, crap. I missed. Oh, there you go. Oh, come. There you go. There you go. Hey. Checkpoint. Checkmate. Ah! Alright. Up, duck. Ah. Alright. Oh, crap! Oh, what the hell? What did I do? Okay, hold on. Let me... hold on. Get out of the freaking way. Crap. Okay, there you go. Alright. Okay, there you go. Screw off. Alright, let's try the second level. There you go. No, don't make me go up. What the hell? What's it trying to go up? I'll do it later. Alright. Let's put it up. Let's get it on. This is basically everybody's favorite level. But since I already have the fire flower, there's no reason for me to, you know, go as far as to, like, get the one-up trick. This is what you guys wanted to see. You wanted me to punch Yoshi in the head, right? Alright, well, I'll do that. There you go. Mario's punching Yoshi. Happy to see that? See? See? Look. Look at his look at his expression when he hits Yoshi. You normally don't see that, but it's like he's showing like an angry expression. Right. Screw off. Oh. Oh, screw you. There you go. It serves you right, man. Okay. Alright, one up. Damn gophers. Where'd it get? I'm not sure. Whoop! Ah! Oh, damn you. Yoshi, come back to me! Oh, screw off. Do you... Mother... Oh, whatever. Whatever's done is done. Alright. Now let's boot up another game. And the only way to do that is to reset it. There you go. So, each time you reset a game, you get this little file, right? So what you do with it is that you can basically save it, right? For example, I'll just save it, for example, and it's going to be there. And you could also lock it or unlock it. If you lock it, and if someone tries to erase it, they won't be able to do that. But I don't know if I'm gonna hold onto this file for longer, but whatever. All right. And another cool feature is that you can also rewind to your status. So, like, let's say if you were like in the last mission of the game and you died, you can fast forward it, which is a great feature. Well, I guess like if you get frustrated with any level, you can just fast forward it and you can just go back to where you left off. That I think is a great addition to this thing. And I mean, like, at least it helps us not to overreact to anything. All right, so let's try another classic. I'm going to try out, well, I'm going to try out Super Mario Kart. Nintendo. Yeah, sure. Is this okay? Yeah, sure. Obviously, this is the original one, the OG that started it all. All right, so we got obviously Mario, Peach, Bowser, Koopa, Toad, Kinipo in Japan, obviously, and Koopa in Japan. DK Jr., Yoshi, and Luigi. All right, I'm gonna go with my boy Luigi because obviously he's my favorite character. Let's do Mushroom Race. Let's do one race and then let's do another game. All right, there you go. The track that started it all, Mario Circuit. It's been so long since I've played this game. Okay, so you use items with A. Okay. Oh, I hit Yoshi. Nice. Isn't it enough for me to abuse him already? Since I was already abusing him in Super Mario World. Like, what the hell? Like, that's just not. That's just not fair, and it's kind of messed up for me, especially. I have a love and hate relationship with Yoshi. I don't know why. I love him and I hate him in a way. Like, I don't really hate Yoshi a lot. I guess, like, to me, he's like one of those characters I can appreciate or I can hate at the same time. I don't know. It's just like a whatever thing for me. All right. There's Toad or Kinipo in Japan. I remember that this game, you needed to drift a lot, obviously. Last lap. Is that a Yoshi egg? DK Jr. Give me out of coins! Yeah! And there you go. There's Super Mario Kart. And let's put up another game. Alright. Alright, let's try out a fighting game, actually. Let's play Street Fighter. Capcom, I used to love you a lot, but what happened to you? Seriously. I'm not trying to be mean, but like, what really happened to you? Okay. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. Just do normal. I'm not gonna play. I'm only gonna play one fight. Game start. Ryu, E Honda, Blanca, Guile, Balrog, Vega, and Bison. Obviously, in Japan, Balrog is Bison, Vega is Balrog, and Bison is Vega. Sagat, Dalsim, Zangief, Chun-Li, Ken. I'll go with the icon of the series, Ryu. India. Okay, so I'm gonna fight Dalsim. Alright, let's kick some ass. Oh crap. Oh crap. And I'm getting my ass kicked. Oh, no. I lost round one. Go. Okay. Whatever. I'm not the best at Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo. Believe me, I don't like using the D-pad as like as a way to program my moves. It really doesn't fit, obviously. That's why I like playing Street Fighter games either on PlayStation or any other consoles. I feel like because with the analog stick is more helpful instead of the D-pad. The D-pad is not my favorite thing to pull off moves on fighting games. Okay, got him with that. And if you're forgetting, there is no such thing as Shenlong people. That's just a I don't know. It's just a made up character. In my opinion, it is. I don't think he's real. And then again, Shenlong may be Akuma. Oh, crap! What the hell am I doing? Ah, Dukin his freaking ass. Ah, come on! See, this is what I hate. The D-pad. Like seriously, it's a bad way to pull off moves, and I already lost. All right, whatever. I lost. Let's do another game. Alright, let's try out a game that may suit me up, and one of the most, if not the most, ridiculous game released for the Super Nintendo, along with Super Mario World. Well, Super Mario World is not ridiculous, but it's fun. But this is an example of a ridiculous game. I am a huge fan of the F-Zero series, and I love F-Zero a lot. I mean, I wish Nintendo would do another installment of the franchise. Now with the Nintendo Switch, it's possible that we can get an F-Zero game because I know like they were trying to do something with the Wii U gamepad to, to make a way how to make a new F-Zero game. But now with the Switch, we could see one. I mean, obviously we haven't seen an F-Zero game since F-Zero GX and F-Zero GP Legend. So let's boot up F-Zero. To be honest, I am not the best in the original F-Zero game on Super Nintendo. I'm a normal average player on this. I'm not the best, so don't expect me to be a pro on F-Zero. On the original one, obviously. Obviously, Blue Falcon. So, yes. Night League. Sure. And here is the most iconic track. And we're going to hear the most iconic song right now! The Fire Stingray, Samurai Goro. I'll get out of the way. I need more power. Oh crap, what are you doing? Don't stop! Oh. Crap. I was like, oh, what the hell was I doing? I don't know, well, I'm catching up to him. 3 laps left. Ah, get out of the way. Oh, great. Yeah, the final lap. Sorry, but that was too nostalgic for me. That's F-Zero X for you. Well, the announcer. Ah, what the hell? Get out of the freaking way. Limit 3. Oh, shit. Ah, come on. Oh, whatever. Second place is not that bad. I mean, at least I wasn't like in behind. That would have been terrible. Oh, whatever. Not that bad. Let's do another game. Alright. Let's see, what did we do? Let's go around with Star Fox. Now, let's be clear. Star Fox, to me, personally, I love the series, but the first game is not the best looking game on the Super Nintendo. It still doesn't age well. It still is not, it's not the best entry in the franchise, but it is what started it all, and you can't blame that. It's not the best looking game, okay? But it's a really fun game, so you can't deny that. Skip the intro. I really don't have time to look at the intro. All right, let's go with Corneria. Let's see. We get blaster up down. You get boost with break. Okay. Okay. The blast. Okay. Break. Okay. And boost. There you go. Change view. Okay, let's start the hacks. This is a game. Let's just complete the first level. I guess you can start off from level 1 or 2. I'm just gonna do the first mission so I can show you a little bit of Star Fox 2. Good luck. Thank you. Scramble. Alright, let's do it. Do a barrel roll! It's about time you showed up, Fox. Alright. Let's do it. You know what's funny? Anytime I remember I used to play Star Fox 64, because I remember when I first got my hands on the game years ago, because I remember that was one of the first games that I also got with my Nintendo 64, that I used to kill all my teammates for no reason. I just thought that was fun. I think everybody like did that. Like, you can't deny that. If you had Star Fox or Star Fox 64, you probably shot one of your teammates or killed one of your teammates. That was really one of the fun things to do at the time when you were a kid. All right. Is that a walker? Yeah. Okay. I want to watch out here because I don't want to hit a building. Is that? What is that? Yeah, it is an enemy. That's why I was shooting at it. shit, it's out. Get out of the way. Oh, crap! Oh, look out! What the hell? Oh, crap. I didn't watch out good. Ah, get the hell out of the way. Woo! Ah, good, I got health. Ah, damn it. But I'm hit. I understand you're hit, but I'm trying to... Oh, crap. Get the hell out of the way. And I have not played this in years, so... Okay, what do we got? Oh, that freaking... piece of shit. Okay, let's blast this shit. Alright. Alright. Oh, gotta low down. There you go. Oh, let's destroy him. Okay, gotta shoot right there. That's up, that's up, that's up, that's up. Ah, come on, Fox. Oh, okay. The back of the engine. Damn it. All right, the top, the top, the top. There you go. S3 said and done. So we have unlocked Star Fox 2, and for the first time, everyone will get to see a small gameplay of Star Fox 2. Remember not to shoot me. Slippy, nobody likes you, okay? I don't like you at all. Slippy is the only Star Fox character I don't care about. I'm sorry to all you Slippy fans. I don't like Slippy. Okay. Oh, that was awesome. Okay, now... And we have just unlocked Star Fox 2. There you go. For the first time ever, you will have a chance to see a gameplay of the canceled Star Fox 2. Alright, let me save this. Alright, this is awesome. There you go. Star Fox 2. Let's do it! This game would have been released around 1996, but because of the Nintendo 64's arrival and because of the release of Super Mario 64, Shigeru Miyamoto had ideas of planning a 3D Star Fox game, so Star Fox 2 had to be canceled as a result of that, and they were afraid that the game wouldn't sell on Super Nintendo since the Nintendo 64 was coming out at that time. There you go. There's the intro of Star Fox 2. I've already seen all the gameplays and everything online, obviously, since you can download the ROM online. There you go, Star Fox. Alright. And here are all the characters. There, and that's Andros, obviously. See, 1996 Nintendo. It was 99% complete. It would have been in its release date, but due to the Nintendo 64's arrival and the release of Super Mario 64, they decided to have ideas to make a 3D Star Fox game, so unfortunately, Star Fox 2 was canceled and would never see the light of day until 2017, September 29th. The intro. Mission. Normal. Inhabitants of Cornelius Shell. Here are my presents. This is basically Andros speaking. Again, if you can't see like the text, I can tell because of the blurriness. Alright. Well, let's go to the first. Okay. Forces. Andros. It's in a Corneria. Enemy bases have been established on overrun planets. Sales. Okay. Once again, we must ask for Star Fox. Scenario 5 if it sustains minor damage, but if yeah, I remember you need to kill all these ships, all these ships, all these all of Andross reinforcements, and you have to watch out for the damage percent of the planet because if it gets reduced high, then you basically fail. All right, so th- this is the only Star Fox game. Well, the first Star Fox game to let you select a character. I think this is the only Star Fox game to let you select characters. I don't think any other Star Fox game let you do that. I don't remember if Star Fox Assault did that. I haven't played Star Fox Assault in years, so I don't remember anything about Star Fox Assault. So let's get to it. So we got Fox McCloud, obviously. We got Falco Lombardi, Peppy Hare, Slippy Toad. We got Miyu. Pretty interesting. This is one of the characters that was introduced for the game, and we have Faye. All right, so let's go with my boy Falco because Falco is one of my favorite characters in Star Fox. So let's go with him. I guess I'll have Faye. Star Fox. There you go. Select the destination by moving. Okay, so let's just select. Okay, so you can switch from pilots, obviously. This is Tatina, so I guess this one's attack. So let's go away. All right, let's go to space. All right. I am Pigma of Star Wolverine. Screw you, Pigma. Press Y. What the hell is that? Okay, so you shoot with B, and this is weird. I don't know if there is a camera on there. I don't know. Whatever, I just gotta focus on the target. I gotta focus on Pigma. Oh, shoot. What the hell am I shooting at? Oh, crap. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I thought it was my house. Oh, crap. Oh, what the hell are you, freaking ass pig? Okay, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. Unbelievable. I must be getting old or something. Yeah, you're getting old. Too old for this. Okay. There's Star Fox. Let's check another gameplay out, because I feel like doing another one. Alright. That was Pigma, obviously. Let's see. Is there anyone? There's a fighter here, so let's just to go to that. Oh, crap. Okay. There you go. Oh, I see. So it's like, it depends on camera movement. But that's how the game is, obviously. The controllers are very different from the original Star Fox. Like, really different. The target is. Where's the target? I gotta move from this side. Oh, what the hell? Ah. What the hell? Oh, crap. Oh, this is hard. This is hard for me to play, especially. Like, I'm used to, like, playing the original Star Fox, but I don't like playing it on first-person view. It just doesn't feel right. Damn it. Where the hell am I shooting? This is the weirdest. Okay, what the... Like, okay. The target there. This is super weird. I don't know what the hell am I doing. I'm just like shooting random places. Okay, so I destroyed a target already. Ah! Okay, one enemy out of range. Ah, damn it. Whatever. Okay, this was weird. Oh, I don't know. I guess I have to get more into this game. But that was Star Fox 2. Sort of. But yeah. If you guys want to see more Star Fox 2 gameplay, sure to be do so. You know. Um, so yeah, let's go back to menu. So yeah, that's Star Fox 2. Yeah, I'll just erase it. I don't really plan to save it, but I guess I need to get more into this game. I guess as I'm still new to it, I'm not obviously going to be a pro at it because I'm still new to the game. I have never played it, so yeah. I mean, I still got to go a few more rounds with it. All right, so oh, there's one more look of the menu. All right, well, that is the look of the SNES Classic. Well, guys, that about covers it for the SNES Classic. The unboxing, the setup. Well, they didn't show you the setup. I showed you everything about about the system. But for all, what's my honest opinion about the SNES Classic? It's good. Love it. It's a great plug and play console. I mean, never thought in my life Nintendo would make plug and play consoles of their retro consoles, which is a nice addition. It's sad to say that this only includes 21 games, but it's not that bad. It's really worth it. If you love, if you're a hardcore Nintendo fan like I am, and if you love Super Nintendo, and if you want to get your hands on one because you want to relive your childhood memories and you want to play these awesome games, yeah, go for it. Try it out. It's a really good console. Love the hell out of it. It's really good. Um, if you have a chance to get one, definitely go do it as fast as you can. Or wait for the holidays. Definitely the holidays are a perfect time to get these. But I want to make something clear. To all the scalpers, and I'm serious, to all the scalpers that are listening to this, stop interfering with us trying to get these. All of us gamers want to have a chance to get these things, and all you go as far as to interfere with, like, you guys go as far as to interfere just so you can get these and just resell them for like a high price. Do you think people are gonna buy this thing for like $200? You are fucking wrong. You are freaking wrong if you're doing that. And I don't know, why the hell do you think buying an $80 item and overpricing it's going to cost you a lot of money? I bet you that no one has actually bought a freaking SNES Classic from you because the way you're overpricing it. And it's sad because there are people like me that want to get their hands on these. I was finally able to get one and I'm thankful that I have one. But really, I am ashamed that people have not gotten theirs. People who want to get these because either they want to collect them or they want to relive their favorite games on this. And it's a shame that nobody can get one because scalpers just go as far as to fucking buy, all of these without no regrets. Like, what the hell? Do you think people are gonna buy an SNES Classic for $200, $300, or $500? You goddamn right, no. Frick, frick this, man. Like, screw this. No one's gonna buy a $500 SNES Classic. No. People are gonna freaking do the right thing. They're gonna wait and they're gonna buy it for 80 freaking dollars. Because there's no way in hell that people are going to buy one from you. And even Nintendo themselves burn your guys' asses by stating that you should not binge on one online and that you should wait because they're going to restock more so that people who want to get their hands on these can play them because a lot of these people want to relive their childhood memories. And it's a shame that they won't. Like, what the hell? But, like, really, dude, do you really have to go as far as to buy all these? It's a shame that you guys do this. Like, really. like you don't care about this. All you guys just want to do is make money for this. Like that's just freaking wrong, dude. Freaking wrong, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. It's the reason why I didn't get an NES Classic is you guys interfered and you guys decided to overprice them because you think it would make more money. No, hell no. I don't freaking give a freaking crap of what you freaking think that this is gonna make you a lot of money. No. And I'm being honest. Stop interfering with everybody who wants to get their hands on one because most people are not going to buy it from you. As a matter of fact, everyone's not going to buy a fucking SNES Classic because of you. No. And I don't care if you're a scalper and you're watching this, it doesn't matter. I'm just pointing out the truth. Let people get their hands on these. Do not freaking get them if you're not interested in them. Like, what the hell? There are even little kids that want to freaking get this because they're interested in the games that are in this thing. Now they can't get one because all you do is just buy them all, pre-order them fast, and you just scalp them away. Like, what the hell? But anyway, that's a little bit for my rant. I don't want to rant much anymore, but just want to say, yeah, SNES Classic is a great plug and play. Definitely, it's definitely a plug and play that you should check out. If you are now, I'm gonna recommend this for either hardcore or casual side. If you're a hardcore gamer like I am, and if you really want to relive these classics, definitely go for it. But like I said, don't buy one from a scalper. If you have trouble, getting one of these, definitely wait for the holidays because Nintendo's going to restock as much as they can until 2018, and they're going to finally relaunch the NES Classic in summer of next year, which is amazing. And I'm glad that they finally listened to all these, these problems. But definitely, SNES Classic is a great console. I wish Chrono Trigger was included because I would have loved to play Chrono Trigger, but unfortunately, it's not there. I know a lot of hackers, a lot of modders from the gaming community have already modded their NES classics, and they put almost every NES game, actually. I've seen people adding Chrono Trigger. I've seen them adding games like NBA Jam, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all the classics. And I've seen Shaq Fu, and God almighty, if I had a copy of Shaq Fu, I'd definitely destroy it for you guys, because that game is utter garbage, and Shaquille O'Neal is too. I mean, if you guys are fans of Shaquille O'Neal, I respect that, okay? I respect that, but I don't like Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, I'm not into sports, okay? I'm not a sports guy, and I don't freaking care about NBA or anything like that, so I don't really care. I don't want to offend you or anything like that, but if you guys love Shaquille O'Neal, that's fine. I respect that. Definitely. SNES Classic, definitely recommend it. Yeah, wait for the holidays. Wait for the holidays if you're gonna get one. Do not binge on one online. No, I'm telling you straight. Don't binge on one online. Wait for more stocks and be patient. What I was able to do, of course, today, I was able to be patient enough. GameStop, my local GameStop had enough stocks. I was lucky enough to get one, got there early, got one, and this, everything is said is done. Well, anyway, guys, that wraps up for the SNES Classic. It's good. Definitely a 7. Nah, I'll give it an 8. Give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good plug and play. I think it's even better than that crappy at games like a flashback console. Now, I'm not saying it's crappy because of the reviews or anything like that. No, I'm saying it's crappy because I do not like how at games, emulates Sega Genesis games. The way they emulate the games on the Genesis is crappy. Like, if you're trying to play Sonic the Hedgehog, the frame rates are slow as hell. And the music sounds choppy. You don't want to get that. Definitely. That's not a good recommendation. Get this better. This is way better. But yeah, definitely this is better. Nintendo's what Genesis can't. All right. So that wraps it up. That's the SNES Classic for you. And all right, well, that wraps up, guys. Thank you so much for watching this unboxing video. It's already been an hour longer since I recorded this video because of gameplays, but definitely did it for you guys and wanted to do this so badly. I've been wanting to get my hands on one. Now I'm a proud owner of one. Definitely. So yeah, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you love this video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more gaming content and more Nintendo content, subscribe to my channel. And if you want more videos, I did a couple of gameplays of Super Mario Run from the new Remix 10 mode, so definitely go check those out if you're interested for more Nintendo content. But anyway, guys, that wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching. Triforce Ultra Master 2000 signing off.